You see where my mind went, where I was like, bro, like, I'm not attached to this. Love it, grateful for it, happy for it, will very well live here and be in this moment and in this place where I am right now while it is lasting. But if it came to that just natural ending like that, like he said, like I fell on hard times, then okay, time for the next one. Like, I'm not gonna fight for this. It's time to go do something else. That's cool. So basically, that's what I'm telling you. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Andy, and here we talk about life, love, the pursuit of passion, and the pursuit of purpose. And we're outside today, y'all. It's a beautiful day in Dallas today. I think it's like 80. The sun is out. It's like the perfect breeze. It's just, I love it. It's just a lovely day, a lovely day. I had to come out here and get this good, healthy vitamin D, this serotonin. So this is your reminder. This is your message. If you are somewhere where you got that good sunshine out today, go outside and get you some of this good sunshine, okay? It's free. It's beautiful. It make you feel good. Other than that, come on, let's take a deep breath. In. You better be doing this with me. You better be doing this with me. Hold it, hold it. And out. Beautiful. Beautiful. We are here. We're together. We're going to have a nice little chit chat. I want to talk about something that we talked about. We touched on it a little bit in the last video, in the time passing video. And that's change. Just the whole notion of embracing change and how change is nothing for you to be afraid of. It's always something for you to invite with open arms and just be excited for. Allow yourself to be excited for it. I know that not all change can be considered to be good change. Some change comes with pain. Some change comes with a little bit of suffering, a little hurt. But just trying to kind of have a little bit of control over your perspective when you are faced with challenges and obstacles, and just looking at things in ways that you may not look at them as the default. You feel me? Like trying to find the positive side, but also just the side that's like, what is this teaching me? What is this providing me? So basically what this video is going to be about is kind of just like me becoming a woman who is excited for change and is excited for and looks forward to all the different possibilities and the eras that my life can have. Basically just some ways that I kind of have trained my mind, and that I kind of like things that I do to help me maintain that perspective, and that wow, like things don't always have to stay the same. That's a blessing. The ups and the downs, the ebbs and the flows, without all of that, we wouldn't know which way is up. You feel me? You know, we wouldn't know which way we actually want to go. Like sometimes you make a couple wrong turns and you make a couple bad decisions, or not so favorable decisions, less favorable decisions. Y'all know I don't like saying like stuff is bad. It's just less favorable. It just could have been better. Sometimes you make some decisions in that way, which results in some changes that you would not have preferred. And it just helps to redirect you. Now you know which way you actually do need to go. And thankfully, you can change again. Like, you don't make one change and then you stuck there. Like, no, you can keep on changing and evolving and developing and learning and changing your mind as you grow and as you learn things, and as you just decide to be whoever you decide to be when you wake up every morning. Like, period. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So basically, as someone who is becoming someone who is starting to be in love with change, removing dead things, planting new seeds, I just want to share some reflections and again, just some perspectives, some thoughts that I have that help me along this journey, and hopefully they will be helpful for you as well. So grab your tea, get cozy, get comfortable. We're going to be here for a second, and let's get into it. The comfort of your comfort zone low-key holds you hostage. The comfort of your comfort zone low-key holds you hostage. Now, opting for comfort is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not myself someone who will go for necessarily the thing that scares me all the time. Like, I don't jump at things like that. For real, for real. I'm not a thrill seeker, you feel me? But when it comes to being faced with opportunities or actions or things that may be a little bit scary or intimidating, and they are the only thing that may be standing in your way between where you are now and where you want to be or what you want, that is where you can't let that fear hold you hostage. You can't let that fear delay your progress, delay that thing, that opportunity that is going to take you to the next level, that's going to take you to where you're trying to go. You have to be the one to push yourself to move forward. And a lot of the times, this can be where people hold themselves back. Now, let me just tell you a time where I had to do this for myself. I don't really talk about it much, but I am a writer. I've written several novels. I've written a couple poetry and short story books as well. And while I really love writing, and child, I can write for days, I had never performed my poetry before a year ago. So a year ago, came in contact with a connection here in Dallas, and he was throwing an event, kind of like a art pop-up, like kind of like an event for creatives, and he had some headliners, just some other artists, singers, rappers, musicians that were going to be headlining, and he asked me to headline. I'm just like, I ain't never did this. I ain't never did this before. Are you sure? Like, he's just like, yeah, like, why not? You know, like, I like your writing. I think that you would do a good job. I'm just like, okay. As bad, y'all, as I wanted to say no, because again, never did that before. The idea of doing that scares the hell out of me. These days, everyone's recording everything. So it's like you get up in front of people and you fuck up. That moment is going to live on somewhere. Like, somebody's going to record that. And my mind was just going and going. But at the end of the day, when you're asking for something, when you're asking for like, hey, I want to receive more opportunities when it comes to like my creations and being a creative, being a writer, I want to explore that world for myself a little bit more. Like when you're saying that to yourself. And also I was about to release a poetry book like a month after that event would be, or I think I was releasing it before the event. It was like the event and the book release were within a month of each other. So I was just like, I'm about to release this book. This could be like really good publicity, or like really good to like get me out there, connect with people, put my name out there, like talk to people, whatever. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. And y'all, I was so nervy. I was so nervy for like that whole month or so until the event. Like from the time that he told me about it up until the event, y'all, I was like practicing, like, how am I gonna do this? Because I got a 10-minute. He was like, you got 10 minutes. I'm like, 10 minutes? Do you know you have 10 minutes? 10 minutes, yeah. I'm like, oh my God, a whole 10 minutes? How many poems is that? I think, y'all, I ended up performing like 4 or 5 poems. But it's just like, oh my God, I have to memorize my poems. I have to like, I want to tell a story. I want to, perform. So I'm like, how am I going to do this? So for a month practicing, like literally every day, thinking about this on and off, majority of my days, like considering this and being like, oh my God, that's happening. Like I said yes to this. I'm going to do this. The day of the event, at the event, like my people are there, my cousin was there, my mama was there, my homegirls that I got out here were there, and my people are here, and the event is fun. I think I was like the 4th performer out of 5, so I'm just there and I'm watching the other performers. I'm trying to enjoy my time at this party, but child, my mind, I was like feeling like, I'm like, I think I'm forgetting the words, like I'm forgetting the words to my phone. I was just like panicking inside, sheer chaos inside, and nobody around me knew. Like I wasn't telling people. I think I might have like mentioned something to my mom, and she just like, don't mess up because I'm recording. Long story short, although I didn't gave the long story, I did just fine, y'all. I did great. It was an amazing time. I felt so good afterwards. I was so happy, so satisfied. Everyone loved it. They said I did a good job. I feel like I low-key just like blacked out during to be honest, y'all. But basically, I say all that to say, don't let your fear get in the way of you having an amazing experience, like stepping out of that comfort zone, getting yourself to another level. Now I can say I perform my poetry, ain't done it again since then. But I could say I did though. And if somebody asked me to do it again, I would do it, and I probably wouldn't be as afraid of doing it this time around. So just to kind of like bring it back and kind of end the loop on this piece here, the comfort of what you've always known may just cause you to be like avoidant towards the unfamiliar and the uncertain and like the things that you're not used to. And it may seem like a good idea at the time to just like not. Like, okay, I don't want to. Like, I'd rather just like stick to what I know. I'd rather like not freak myself out and have to go do this or like get out of my comfort zone, put myself out there, whatever. It might sound good at the time, but I promise nothing truly riveting and fulfilling comes from like the mundane, the ordinary, the regular, the day in, the day out, the just staying where you always are. Like, nothing spectacular comes from that. And also, your comfort zone can't grow unless you grow it. Like, you stuck in this little comfort zone. You stuck in this little comfort zone because it's comfortable and you just don't want to go anywhere else. But once you expand and you go somewhere else, this whole world can be your comfort zone, baby. This whole world can be your comfort zone, Bookie Butt. But you got to let yourself do that. You got to let yourself get out there and make it. Make it that. Give yourself the chance to grow your comfort zone. The second point, and this is probably like, I don't know if this is my favorite, but this thought helps me so much. Basically, there is an infinite number of lives that you can live in this one. This is how I think. There is an infinite number of lives that you can live in this one life that you have. I am someone who is extremely excited for all my eras, okay? There is no limit to the amount of interests that we can explore, the places that we can go, people we can meet, the things we can do. I don't know. Having this mindset also, it helps me also with detachment. Like, basically, where my life is right now, I am okay if this era comes to an end and it's time to move on to the next. You feel me? Like, okay, right now I live in Dallas. I work this job. I do this. I do Pilates, cycling, hot yoga. Like, I'm la vegetariana. Like, this is the current era. But if this changed, if an opportunity came and it was like, hey, Andy, do you want to go live in Barcelona for 6 months? Yes. Like, let's go. Now I'm in my Barcelona era. Now I'm over there. This current era that we are in, we can love it. We can be grateful for the person that we are. We can be grateful for the place that we are at. We can be grateful for what we have, what we're doing, but we can also be excited for what comes next. Let me tell you something. This is also a funny little story. So I was on a date while ago, nothing recent. You guys know me, nothing recent, but I was on a date with this guy, and basically he asked me, he was like, so if you came down to like your last dollar or something, like you fell on hard times and it was time for you to like make a move on like what you're gonna do, like what are you gonna do, basically, where it's like you're down to your last monies and you got to figure out like what you're gonna do to like bounce back or whatever. So I was like, okay, if I'm down to my last monies, don't know how I'm going to pay my rent, don't know what's going on, like with that little last monies, I'm going to buy a flight and I'm going to move over across the world somewhere. I don't know, across the pond. I'm leaving and I'm going to go start over on a little remote island somewhere, and I'm going to sell seashells by the seashore in a little hut in the beach, on the beach. Like, I was just like, I'm just gonna go over there. Like, now it's just like my time to just go get out of this rat race in corporate America and capitalism and just go be on the beach somewhere. Like, capitalism defeated me, it sounds like. I done went broke. I don't know what I'm doing next. Bye. Okay. Like, now we're over there. I live on a beach somewhere, dye my hair sandy blonde. That's it. That's my life. And that's actually like a dream life, actually. Like, I would be happy to go do that. So I was like, what about you? And he was just like, I would sell plates. Like, I'm sorry. Basically, that was just, he just asked that question because he just wanted to tell me how he likes to cook. Like, he was like, I would sell plates. Like, so I was just like, oh, okay, sounds fun. So it's like you get on your last money, and then he was like, I would sell plates. Like, that's how I would make my money. And that's good for him, you know? But you see where my mind went, where it was just like, bro, I'm not gonna fight for him. I'm not gonna fight for this. This is cool. Love it. Grateful for it. Again, yeah. Y'all, these squirrels are over here playing. You see them running behind me? They're so silly. But yeah, he's like, I would sell plates. But you see where my mind went, where I was like, bro, like, I'm not attached to this. Love it, grateful for it, happy for it, will very well live here and be in this moment and in this place where I am right now while it is lasting. But if it came to that just natural ending like that, like he said, like I fell on hard times, shit went left, then okay, time for the next one. Like, I'm not gonna fight for this. It's time to go do something else. That's cool. So basically, that's what I'm telling you. Is like, don't shy away from all the different lives that you can live in this one. Like, right now, your life may look like how it looks now, and this is one life in your life. And then when this life in your life comes to a natural end, or when you're ready for it to end and you want to start a whole new life tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, then that life is going to start. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's exciting. You can live multiple lives, and that's fun to look back on later, I bet. Like, to be able to look back on your life and be like, wow, remember when I used to live like on a remote beach in a hut and I sold seashells by the seashore? Like, it's dope to be able to see how you took advantage of your freedoms and what you can do as a human. Like, you are having this experience. I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all that. Like, take advantage of it, enjoy it, don't shy away from it. You can do whatever, just don't hurt nobody or yourself. Love you. And then this one kind of like pairs into what I was just saying. Basically, this point, you can love where you are now and still love where you are going also. Gratitude is the basis for it all. Gratitude. Always maintain that gratitude, being grateful, being thankful, just giving thanks for what you have and where you are now and what that is providing you. And you can be intentionally present in the world that you are in now, in the space that you have created, all while also intentionally moving forward and being open to what's next. Basically, it's what I said, just being grateful without being attached. Being grateful for this space, this current space, while also being grateful that you can plan your progression and your moving forward, your transformation. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't feel bad for wanting more or seeking the next level because you're like, oh, life is good where I'm at. Maybe I should like stop trying to just improve everything. What's wrong with trying to improve it? You're only feeling like you want to improve it because something's not completely fulfilling you where you're at. And you can be grateful for where you're at and still feel that something's missing or still feel like you want to add something. And that's okay, as long as you are grateful for where you are now while you're in pursuit of that. That's fine. Anything that does not feel good, it is not meant for you. I'm gonna say it again. Anything that does not feel good, it is not meant for you. Maybe it felt good at one point and now it doesn't anymore. What could that mean? You grew out of it? It's not keeping up with you as you're doing what you're trying to do and you're progressing and you're improving and you're developing and you're growing. Whatever it may be, it's just, if it doesn't feel good anymore, if it never felt good, if it doesn't feel like it truly resonates with you as a person, with you as a soul, as a being, it's not meant for you. It's meant for someone else. You may see somebody else who has it or who is there or who is doing the thing and they're happy as hell. Meanwhile, you're over here like, what the fuck is this? Like, this doesn't feel right. It's not for you. When you let it go, when you let this thing go, this person, this place, whatever the case may be, you open yourself up to what is meant for you, what can now come in and show you what you have been missing, what you have been needing, what you've been hoping to find in this situation. That is just, it's becoming more and more apparent that it's not going to happen. Let it go. And we've talked about letting go before too. I don't want to loop back on that topic. You can go watch that video, but that's another topic here, why you shouldn't be afraid of change. You shouldn't be afraid of letting things go so that the better for you can come. What's meant for you can come. Sometimes we convince ourselves to stick with things that we know we shouldn't because there is like some good, like there's some good to it. And those squirrels still playing. And maybe we don't trust that better will come. But I'm here to let you know and just give you a gentle reminder from your big sis, from your internet friend, from your homegirl, Andy, that you should trust. You should trust and believe that better is meant for you and it will come. It will always come. So don't be afraid to drop that shit like hotcakes. Don't be afraid of it, okay, Bookie Butt? Don't be afraid of it. But yeah, I truly hope that you received something valuable from this video. I really hope this message resonated with you. I hope that if you are in a space where you could use some insight regarding embracing change and just being someone that is okay with just like life moving on, time moving on, and you moving on, then I really hope that these musings and these thoughts really did something for you, because they helped me. They helped me a lot, and we're on this journey together. So if you receive something valuable from this video, please feel free to drop down, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, tell me what you're thinking. Go get some sunshine today, and thumbs up this video while you're at it. And if you love it here and you want to make yourself at home, please feel free to make yourself at home. That means subscribe, okay? Subscribe. We have chit chats, we go places sometimes, we just share moments together. So I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.